My name is Matthew Starks, and today I will be discussing an aspect of physics that interests me, quite a bit actually. And that topic is kinetic energy. There are many and various forms of kinetic energy used in every moment of every day, but the greater portion of which the average person, I would say, doesn't necessarily realize or consider that it is actually going on regularly. Like an extreme sports athlete. I'll use an aggressive skater for example. This skater has a mass and has tons of potential energy just waiting to be exerted. Oftentimes, that amount of potential energy is directly related to the mass of an object, or a mass of a person, as I'm using this for my example. But when it comes to the details, every object, including the aggressive skates the skater is wearing, has its own potential energy, thus making it difficult to simply say the kinetic energy or the potential energy is X amount. So for the sake of understanding, I will simply explain in a general term. Without movement, every skater has potential energy. His position of rest must be acted upon in order to produce kinetic energy. It is simply potential because it is idly waiting for the combined effort of the body's muscles to create a force that will place it in motion. Once the body is in motion, it now has kinetic energy. To further simplify these two types of energy, think of it this way. Kinetic energy is movement. Potential energy is without motion. So if you were to just take a look at the world around you, from cars to birds to a child throwing a rock, they all have their various forms of potential and kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is valuable to me because of my degree program and my choice in a career as a video game designer. Kinetic energy can also be viewed as the backbone of physics or as a major key ingredient. Also, video games are a different form of entertainment. Just the same as a person watches a fiction movie to share a unreal experience, so does a game play a crucial part in an unreal experience. If the person plays and is able to believe this unreal experience, they'll be more immersed in the game, and thus the physics of the game have their own limitations and boundaries that guide them and push them in the correct direction as you as a designer want them to be a part of, to partake in. When creating a video game, a designer must realize the limitations of the world he or she is building. Otherwise, gamers will play a game and become bored very quickly. Not necessarily because the game is actually boring, but because they're not able to mentally relate to the laws of the world.